Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, we have another Civivi to check out. Thanks in part to Civivi, obviously for sending it out, but to the Apex Pass Around group is where these knives are coming from. So thank you to both of those, the Apex and Civivi for sure. But so this is the Nugz, N-U-G-Z, the Nugz collaboration right there with Wehr Knives. Very cool. This is the micarta version. You also have a black G10 version. You have a, I believe it's Quaborsha wood version. And then you have a carbon fiber Damascus version. The carbon fiber Damascus is running about 80. The other three versions are running in between that 55 to 60 range, depending on which one you get. I believe the micarta is 50, like 58. So it's kind of like in the middle of the two. But the micarta, yes, micarta gives you a very, very good grip. Everything else about the fit and finish on this is pretty much what we would expect from a Civivi knife. Chamfered off very well. Now, we do have a little bit different style clip, of course. It's more of a milled style clip. It is stainless. It's not titanium. It's a stainless clip. And pretty much what I would expect from a Civivi. And then, of course, you have a micarta backspacer in there as well. So about maybe 2/3-ish open, and then a third covered up by that. Now, we don't have a lanyard hole. No real spot for a lanyard, so I'm sorry, lanyard fans. And it is not a reversible clip. So it is a right-hand tip-up carry only knife. Got a couple different methods of deployment. As you can see, you've got the flipper tab, you've got the thumb hole or the reverse flick hole, however you choose to use it. But yeah, fit and finish overall, very, very well done, as I usually get from Civivi. Detent, not too bad. Action, drops pretty good. The detent there is pretty good. Not too bad at all. Reverse flick, yep, there you go. You can reverse flip, you can thumb flip. Oh, I'll do it. You can thumb flip. Yep, without much problem there. And let's see there. You've got pretty decent access to your liner lock there. It's got some sort of, milling going on. So you can actually, get a little grip because there's not really a cutout. It does protrude. There's not an extra cutout for access. So it does protrude a little bit. Well, we'll talk about that in a little while, but it does poke out there pretty well. So you can get it fairly easily. But yeah, action is on point. It's not as droppy as we've seen some. So, it might need a little juice, a little tweaking to your liking, and you might not like a super dropper knife. So there you go. You can arrange your knife however you wish to do so. But this one, doing pretty good. Got that reverse Tonto blade. Got a nice swedge up there. Kind of a little rhino horn looking swedge going on there. But nice belly to it. You got a decent choil there as well. So overall, we're doing pretty darn good with this guy. So we'll go back here. Overall, what are we looking at? Well, it's about a 7, not quite 7.5. 7 3/8. Yeah, probably about that. About 4 1/4 on the handle, which is going to give you roughly about 3 1/8 on the blade. Cutting edge is right about 3 inches. Grip length is going to fall into that from point to point, about 3 1/4, but you can spread it out to almost 3 3/4. So, and then you guys know the 3.5 is pretty much my sweet spot, and we've got a little bit more than that. But overall, fits in the hand pretty darn well. So, all right, let's get our size comparisons. The normal, the usual suspects. We'll get the bug out. So, pretty close. Pretty close. Maybe the bug out's, inching it out on the blade by just a little. And I think the Nugz is actually inching it out. Overall, I think they're pretty darn close. And then, of course, we will get the PM2 out there. Now, the PM2 obviously is going to be larger. Get a weight on the Nugz. Now, I really found it a very easy carry knife, for sure. I mean, it's right in, well, if you guys saw, you know, a recent video with it in there, it's pretty much right in that sweet spot for what I consider an EDC. 3.1 ounces. Absolutely. Oh, sorry, guys. Across the pond, 89 grams. I had it in what makes a good EDC knife for me because, well, it is. In the pocket, as you can see, it goes in the pocket fairly easily. It will have some sticking out because you've got the milled clip, not the deep carry. And coming out, got pretty good pop. Pretty good pop on the seam. And yeah, it's got a good ramp. No issues with the clip until we get to grip. And that's where that's where I have to talk about it. So we've got sort of this spoon style clip, if you will, how it widens out at the end. And with the handle narrowing down and the clip widening out, I definitely feel it more than I want to. And I would definitely consider it's gonna be probably a hot spot for me. And that definitely comes down to, with this handle narrowing out the way it does and the clip widening out, yeah, I feel that way, way more than I want to. You guys know ergos are a big thing with me, and a pocket clip, has primarily a lot to do with that. And yeah, I can feel that way more than I want to. And if I bear down, yeah, I really, really feel it. So that's one spot for me. Other than that, which, I mean, that is pretty much a no-go for me. It really is. If I can feel the clip that much, it's a no-go for me. I can't say whether it would be for you or not. I mean, I don't know your hand. I don't know but for me, I just feel it way, way too much. Way too much. Does it hurt? No. Is it uncomfortable? A little. Way more uncomfortable than many other knives. And that's a huge, huge thing for me. So the Nugz, probably an overall no-go for me, just because of the ergonomics on it. The build and everything else, no issues whatsoever. I like the looks of it. I like the way it looks. Like I said, I like the little rhino swedge you have going on. I like the overall look of it. But that pocket clip for me has got it as a pretty big no-go. So, unfortunately, you know, guys, it takes a lot for me. It really does. It takes a lot for me to not really care for a knife, and ergonomics being number one in that aspect. And this one, yeah, unfortunately, as much as I really, really liked, you know, the Arc Blast, we just had that one in here. That's a Sen cut, but I mean, we Civivi Sen cut. We just had that one in here. The ExOne, we just had the ExOne in here. Really had no real issues with that one. The poor little Nugz, it kind of falls into the probably not category for me. So there you go. Sorry, Wear Knives. It's just me, my hand, my ergos. Might not be great for me. Might be great for somebody else. But that's just the way it is. I got to call it like I see it. So thanks again to Civivi for sending this out. Really appreciate the Apex Pass Around group sending it out. I think this is going to Tim's School of Fish next. So there you go. Go watch, you know, wait a little while. Go watch Tim's video. Maybe he'll have something completely different to say about it. Maybe, highly likely. I think he's got a little bit bigger hands than I do too. So there you go. That's why you need to watch more than one video for sure. So thank you so much, guys. Always appreciate you. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.